Hello friends, welcome to Monday! It is Masterboard Monday and I have a theme and I have an idea, which is actually very unusual. Usually I don't have an idea and I'm just like going in blind. But today I have an idea. So if you watched my, I don't think I've done the haul yet for this. Okay, if you watch my Temu haul that's coming up, you'll see this paper. So I got this Circus paper from Temu, and it's got like these background papers, and then it's got these like larger pattern papers. The equestrian lady, which is funny. And it's got like these like tag type things, stuff like that, right? So I got this because I have this, which is some free printable tags by Tara Jacobson. She is Artsy Fartsy Life here on YouTube. I will put a link below to her website. And it just so happens that these printed out like almost the same color as all of this stuff. So I've wanted to do a little circus theme collage, but I didn't know, like, well, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm a scrapbooker originally. That's how I got into paper arts way back in the late 90s. I started doing scrapbooking, and so my brain automatically goes scrapbooking and not collage. So I thought, what if I did a masterboard with all of this stuff? Then I could just cut it up. Then I thought, what if I take what I have learned making quilts and use paper? So I'm going to cut these papers into the same size pieces. Well, not all of them. I'm going to cut some of them into the same size and some into other sizes. And then I'm going to arrange them on this piece of white cardstock. And then I will fill in with these papers or these little tag things. Oh yeah, I've got these little guys that could be like fussy cuts. So that's my plan. I'm gonna go cut, I think I'm gonna cut this up and I'm gonna cut these up and then I'll come back. Okay, so I have cut all of these. So let me show you what I have. So this is all kind of leftover. All of these are cut somewhat evenly. These fell, so they go somewhere else. So I've got some 2-inch strips. I've got some, I think this is 1.5-inch strips. These are 1-inch strips. These are 2-inch strips. I've got some 4-inch squares, which I did because these two have these big ones, and then these are just, so I may cut these into even smaller. And then we have these little tag-like things. So those are cool. Probably, those are to cut out. So those are fussy cuts. So we're gonna put those over there. All right. Then I have these. So I've got some, I think these are 3-inch squares. The paper is not actually 6x6. It's a very strange size. And then I've got these little strips, which I think are 2x3. And then these are the same, but they're actually a touch smaller than those, but they're left over from that. So, and some of them go long ways and some of them go horizontal, some go vertical. So this is what I have. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make a background on this page with these pieces. I'm not sure what to do with these pieces. I could just put them in, but I think they're just too big for that. So I think I'll save these. So let's start with something like this. And then we could add like that and maybe something like that. I don't know how far we'll get. I will try to, maybe I could do something like that. This should probably go under here. We like that. And then that one can go, actually, I'm gonna put, one of these has a really good edge on it, this one. Ooh, that one does too. But I'm gonna put this up here because I like that edge. And then we could do something like this. Yeah. All right, the strips will come in secondary. Yeah, I am gonna need some of this paper. So I'm going to, oh, there's some more of these. I'm going to go cut this all up now. And I'll be back. Okay, so I just cut half of those into quarters. Yes, I cut half of the sheets into quarters. All of them I cut into halves. I have these little cards that we can use as well. So I'm gonna put these with the little cards. So I'm gonna take this one off. And I think I'm going to put that one maybe up there. Oh, look, I cut the equestrian lady. That's cool. Oh, I kind of like maybe the clowns. Does everybody hate clowns? Everybody hates clowns. It's fine. You can hate the clowns. You can hate the clowns. It's fine. Oh, look, I cut the heads off of the horses. We could just have some headless horse bodies. It's okay. I'm going to put that up there. It's a horse's... Yes. You know the word. You know the word. I don't need to tell you all of this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play around with this and see. I mean, I'm going to cut this up anyway, right? So why not use the horse bodies? I like it. I'm going to leave the horse bodies. All right. And then I'm going to use, I think I want to do something like that. I will cover up the horse's ass. It's fine, y'all. I know. Ooh, I could do like the equestrian lady could be right there. And this could be these words. Nah, I don't want to do the words. I don't want to do the words. How about the popcorn? The ringmaster. Oh, what if I covered up the horse's ass with the horse? What if I did something like that? Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna play around with this and maybe you can watch me all sped up. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. So I've kind of laid everything out in piles here. I forgot that I was trying to do this like a quilt. And when I quilt, I have nice, neat piles everywhere. Because you have to. There's no other option. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start gluing. So I know that I want this in the corner. So I'm using Mod Podge, which means it's going to wrinkle. The paper will wrinkle. The cardstock will wrinkle. Everything's going to wrinkle. I don't care. I do not mind because I have my trick to put all of this back together again. Uh-oh, that didn't go all the way to the edge, and it is stuck. Wow. That paper didn't wrinkle, so wild. So somebody has asked me in the comments, and I've been watching a lot of videos where a lot of people are asking, they're like, why are you making this layer and then covering it up? Like they don't understand. And I had the same, question. I was like, you're making all this beautiful stuff and then you're covering it up. Lori Marie Jenkins does it all the time. And what I realized was that's the texture. You're doing it for texture. That's what creates all that interest. I'm going to turn this one this way. While, we see the process and we're like, oh, why are you covering that up? It's beautiful. You cover it up because that's what gives that texture, that interest, that dimension. And then you go, oh, I see what's happening. I gotcha. I don't want to use that one if I'm going to use that one. All right, I'm going to use the clown. A clown. I think. Maybe. So that's why we lay things down and then we cover them up. And are we covering up things? Yes. Or could we have saved it if we had just, planned all this out better? And, oh, but you're taking a 4x4 square of paper and you're going to cover up 3 inches of it with other stuff. Yep, I am. And that's okay. All right, that's going that way. I need one to go this way. And why am I doing that? Because when I cut it, I'll have things going in all different directions. So this one, I would want to go like that. So. Also, super impressed with this paper because it's not buckling. And it's not cardstock, it's just scrapbook paper. So pretty impressed. I keep being impressed by all the Temu stuff, which is funny. Like, my husband gives me crap about Temu, but then he sees things from there. He's like, whoa, that's nice. Where'd you get that? And I'm like, Temu. And I think he gets a little grumpy about it because he's like, I don't want to like Temu. And I'm like, me either. But we do. So how was everyone's weekend? I am just going to start laying things down and see where I end up. For my weekend, it was an alone weekend. So my husband is in Portland for Father's Day and all of that stuff. And I could not go to Portland because we had originally talked about it, but I couldn't go because Leon came back. And boy, was that an adventure. So I've never trailered the horses by myself. I call it my emotional support human. I always take somebody with me when I have to trailer. I don't want anyone's help really, because I do want to learn how to do it myself. I just want someone else there in case I do something dumb. They can be like, maybe you shouldn't do that. But this time I was swapping horses. So I took my mare to the trainer and I got back Leon. And I had I've never trailered by myself, so I've never hauled a horse in my trailer all by myself. And Ruby, my other horse, does not like to get in the trailer. Not my trailer. She'll get in other trailers just fine, but she doesn't like my new trailer. So I had to get Ruby into the trailer all by myself. Took about 15 minutes. I persevered. She got the message. She went in the trailer. It really was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a whole lot of hassle, and it really wasn't. And so I got her in the trailer. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of wondering, am I going to be okay if I need to cover this up with something? So like if I put it here, but then I need to do that, am I okay with it? And yeah, I think I am. So anyway, so I got her in the trailer and I took her to my trainer's ranch, and then we were gonna have a group lesson. He does group lessons once a month, and he always has like a big cookout and everything afterwards, which I am a like hardcore introvert. So I was like, I cannot stay and have a cookout and haul a horse all the way home by myself. So he understood. So I trailered a horse out, but Leon has never been in a group lesson before. So my trainer and I decided that that was Leon's capstone project. He could graduate if he could successfully maneuver a group class with all these other horses that he doesn't know, because they trailer in their horses for these classes. And he did great. He was a little nervous. We had a couple of moments where I was like, I think I might die, but I didn't. No one died. We're all okay. And he did really great. I was really, really proud of him and how he handled himself in that class. To be so young, he just did a great job. So he got to come home last night. So then I drove him home. I left Ruby there. I put Leon in the trailer. I drove him home right after. They sent me home with some food, because they were like, you got to take this horse back all by yourself. Here, take food with you, so you don't have to worry about dinner, which was super sweet of them. And I got him home. I got him unloaded. He did a couple of zoomies around the yard. Yes, horses do zoomies just like cats and dogs do zoomies, and holy macaroni, it can get a little sketchy, because you're just like, please don't fall. There's so much power running around here right now. So it's definitely nerve-wracking. But I did it, and I got everybody where they needed to go, safe and sound. Nobody got hurt. Nothing bad happened. Ruby was a little freaked out. Leon was a little freaked out about all the people at his in the riding class, the group lesson. He was a little freaked out about that, but he got over it, and he did really well in the lesson, and we got through it. And I'm gonna put this one this way. And it was a ton of fun. And he's home, and he's gotten all the hay. He's run around. He's investigated all the new stuff that's around the house. We got couple of new things here and there. While he was out, we got like a hitching post, and he's got a new horse shed in our second pasture, which he actually really likes. I thought he would be scared of, but he likes it. So I'm super proud of myself for doing all of that and being able to trailer horses by myself, know that I can do it. It's really cool. When I called my husband last night, he was like, "You're totally doing cowgirl stuff." And I was like, I know. It's amazing. It's wild. It's super wild. But it's a lot of fun. So it's really cool. I think I'm going to... Ooh, I have these cards. Yeah. use this card here. So that was my exciting weekend, and that was about all the excitement I could handle. So I just chilled and have not worried about anything else, because there's nothing else to worry about right now. Man, this paper is like doing so well. And as you can see, my other paper is not doing so well. My cardstock is curling. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's do that. So, how was everyone else's weekends? Anybody like go to the lake, have a Father's Day cookout? It was Father's Day here in the US. I don't know if it was Father's Day anywhere else. I know that there is, oh, I don't want it that far, did I? There's a holiday in, well, I know there's holidays all over the place. I feel like somebody else celebrates Father's Day at the same time we do. Ow! Oh, I did some sewing. That was fun. I sewed up some little burp cloths with some of my Temu fabric. Gonna mail those off to my son and my daughter-in-law for my little granddaughter. I will put a picture of those up on the community tab so that you can see them. So the last time I did this, I think I was like decoupaging. I was like Mod Podging it down, Mod Podging over it. I'm not gonna Mod Podge over it this time. Because I don't want to seal it all the way. So that's what I'm doing there. What else do I have? I've got, yeah, let's cut a little piece of this. So this is the beauty. I can cut little pieces as well to stick down. And I'm going to flip it. And then I'm going to go that way with it so that it's upside down from those horses. All right, I'm going to turn my page so that I can view it from a different angle. I wonder if I should put one of these like that way. I could do it that way, but then that kind of connects those together, and that's sort of odd. But I am going to cut it up. Let's do it. Let's break some rules since we're going to cut it up anyway. So yeah, I think I'm officially a for real cowgirl at this point. So if y'all need horses hauled, don't call me. Just don't. I'll haul my own, but I think I got to draw the line at other people's. Seems like a lot. Ooh, I could put that there, and that kind of is neat with that. I would probably cut it up. Ooh, what about the popcorn? A little popcorn machine. I could even go this way with the popcorn machine. I really did kind of like that lady, but I'm gonna cut it up so she wouldn't actually be there like that. I need to look into how to do a giveaway because I'm already at 800 subscribers, y'all. I don't even know how that happened. Can't believe that there's 800 of you that are interested in me and my silly stuff that I'm over here doing. I mean, I think it's great and I love it and I appreciate each and every one of you. I know I said I wasn't decoupaging, but there, I wiped some of it off. Yeah, it's like really cool to have all these folks following me and joining me crafting. That's really what it is, you know? It's really cool that you all want to join me for some crafting. It's fun. I don't know why sometimes I'm putting the glue on the paper and sometimes I'm putting the glue on the background. There's no method to my madness. I'm just putting things on paper. I'm just decoupaging. No, I'm collaging, which means to glue. That's what collage means, to glue. I could do that right there. I think I will do that. I like the flying acrobat dudes. They're kind of fun. So let's see. I wish I had a funny story for you. I do have a funny video, which I might post. It's only like 9 seconds long, but it's Leon doing zoomies and I step outside with my camera. He doesn't know I'm outside until he sees me, and then he like, it's kind of like a cartoon. He goes, "Err!" and then stares and looks at me. It really was like, it was almost like he stopped and was like, "Hi." And I did get that on video. It's 9 whole seconds. Maybe I'll post that to as a little short. Yeah. All right, so there is this part. I actually really, really like that. Way more than I thought I would. Cool. Okay, now what I want to do is I have those. And then I have these. I think I might want to do a white gesso on this to just knock it back a little. So I could either do a white gesso on it or, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a white gesso. There's no way that these other elements are gonna show up. Okay, let me get an envelope here so that I can put all of these things in it. And I'll be back. All right, so I've got the white gesso. Oh man, there we go. All right, and I think what I'm going to do, oh, we got a bubble. Oh, I'm gonna finger paint. But what I'm gonna do is put some water on it. All right, and then there we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. I just want to knock it back a little. I don't want to, that was a little bit too much, I bet. I don't want to like kill it. I just want to knock it back, and then I want to pull it back off. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, and then I think I want to do a couple of smudgies. So I'm going to put just a little bit on my fingers and just do like that. Oops, I pulled up some of the paper because my hands are still gluey. All right, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted to do. All right, so let me go wash my hand. Okay, so I've got some distress spray stain. So I think what I'm gonna do, this is sort of dry. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tilt this up like this. Well, every other person that I watch do this can do this, where they drop it down, but I can't. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then I want to just do that a little. Oh, I need my kitchen roll. This one didn't go very far. I just want to give it a little texture. I'm not looking for a lot, but maybe a bit more than that. This is why alright, well, whatever, it's on there. It is what it is now. What happens if I spray? Yeah, let's do that. I know you can't see, sorry. Okay, and then all right. Okay, I have sufficiently knocked all of that back. So now I have this very distressed piece of background. So let's see. I'm gonna put this right there so it can dry. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use my heat tool. Be right back. Okay, it's pretty dry. Well, it's kind of dry. I did come in and spray some spray stain. I think I got it on camera. I'll add it if I did. If I didn't, you know that what you saw and what I brought back is not the same. It just, all the spray stain was just going this way, so I just turned it and I went that way, and then I went this way with it as well. So this is our grungy circus board or background. And then what I have is, I have these tags. I've got some pretty big tags. I've got some small tickets here. So let's cut out these tickets. There's a ticket. And there's a ticket. And these are tags, and these are tags. And then these are like, these aren't quite tags. These are kind of like embellishments. You know, like, well, those are tags and tickets. So let's put those aside. Oh, I kind of like these guys. Let's cut them out. Okay, so one of the interesting rules that I have heard that I really like, and I always forget to follow, let me add that disclosure, is the rule of you want to go from biggest coverage to smallest coverage. So I've done the background, and these papers I needed to cover large amounts. Now I'm in the middle layer of things that should be larger but not tiny. So like if I cut this out, I shouldn't put this on this layer. I need to put it after I put these bigger pieces in, then maybe I put this on something. So, I'm going to take that. I'm also going to take this little elephant. Did y'all ever go to the circus as kids? It used to always come around my birthday. I remember my aunt took my sister and I like 2 years in a row. It almost became a tradition, and then suddenly it stopped. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I don't think I want that guy because I think it's too fussy and I don't feel like cutting it. I do kind of like this zebra. So I need bigger things. So I'm looking at all the bigger things. So this is actually kind of small. So I'm going to put it over here with my small things. I do have some tags. So let's see. That circus tag is massive. I think that's too big. That's too purple. I think I might be able to get away with this guy. Maybe? No. I do like this, and it's just a simple square. Remember to always do things that makes your life easier. Take it from me. It's in the title of my channel. Oh. All right. What else do I want? All right. So I have this bigger one. I have these little ones. I like that elephant. Maybe I could do... Well, I could do her. She's the same color as those dudes. Or I could do the zebra. I think the camel might be too big. Those dudes I like because if I cut them up, you would still be able to know, maybe. Well, that might look really weird depending on how it gets cut up. Oh well. All right, I think I'm gonna take this. Okay, so I have my bigger area, and now I have my medium-sized things. And I feel like with a master board, you know, yeah, you put your medium-sized things down, and then after you cut it, then you can put your smaller things down. I know some people like to just go ahead and do the smaller things, and that's fine too if that's what you want to do. Like, man, you do you. You do whatever. If you're watching my videos and you're like, I don't like the way she did that, I would have done it differently, then go practice it that way and go try it out. I mean, that's how I've learned how to do a lot of my stuff, is I watch other people and then I go, I would have done it this other way. And so then I just go try it that way. And sometimes I try it that way and I'm like, oh, that's dumb. Now I see why they did it that way. That's why they did it that way on the video. That makes way more sense. Okay, so my thought was I could do something like that. Well, maybe not. Maybe I could Oh, I wish this thing wasn't as... Let me go flatten it. I'll be back. I'm gonna go flatten this piece. Okay, I did it. All right, so I flattened this guy out. He's still not... Well, he's still a little damp. Or she. It is still a little damp. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay these things out where I think I might want them. And I really feel like I need things to be at angles, maybe. But I kind of want her to be straight on. Actually, I really like her right there. So I'm just gonna put her right there. I'm just gonna do that thing. And she's just gonna go there. So, fun plans for the week, anyone? I'm taking my truck into the shop. It's got a bunch of recalls and it needs its first oil change. And I hardly ever drive it. I've had it for a year and I just now need its first oil change, so. Oh, that should have been cut out right there. Oh well, we're leaving it. It's part of the aesthetic now. Oh yeah, so while I was waiting on this to flatten and dry and cool down, really, I realized that this says, keep the circus going inside you. I don't know what that means. But I was like, seems questionable. Keep the circus going inside you. Are you saying that it's a circus? Are you saying that my brain is full of circus monkeys? Because I resemble that remark, and you're not far off. I don't know what I'm doing, but my brain says do it this way. So here we are. Maybe it's my circus monkeys. Maybe it's just my circus monkeys. It's okay. I gotta keep them going inside of me, so. Whoa, no. I need you to stay put. So one thing I didn't know until I got into it right this very second is, will my printer ink smudge? The answer is a little, but not as much as I thought. Cool. Well, that's pretty rad, as the kids say these days. No, I'm just kidding. They don't say that. That's what we said as kids. I don't know, maybe the kids do say it. All that stuff comes back around. It's so funny. Because my kids would be like, Mom, you don't know what that means. I'm like, I do. And then my stepdaughter one day tried to tell me that about something about the 80s. She's like, well, that's how they did it in the 80s. And so I'm just doing that. And I was like, yes, I was alive. You know, you weren't. It was about almost 30 years before you were born. So, I mean, I'd say that to her. I just was like, yes, I was alive then. And she goes, oh, that's right, you were. I was like, yeah. Where do you think I was? Where do you think I was? She doesn't know. I didn't exist. That's where I was. She was like 13 at the time, by the way. She wasn't like super little. All right. Also, I have a cut on my finger, and boy, is this Mod Podge really making it burn. No, don't leave me comments telling me that I'm going to get some sort of awful disease by having Mod Podge in a cut. If I get the awful disease, then you can tell me about it. But not until I get the awful disease. Them's the rules. All right, what I'm doing right now is it's kind of uneven, and so I'm filling in the gaps with Mod Podge. I don't have a scientific reason for this other than it makes me feel better. So it's not scientific, but it is anxiety ridden. All right, so now I want to, oh, I don't want blue on blue. Oh, all these are facing the same way. Dang it. See, I'm supposed to be paying attention and turning this. But who's not paying attention? Me. I'm not paying attention. Why am I not paying attention? I don't know. Because it's Monday. Ha ha ha. It's not Monday, it's Sunday night, but you'll see this on Monday. Cool. All right, now I'm going to turn it this way. And now I'm going to put the little bits on here. And then we're going to call it done. So I'll do that and I'll be back. Okay, I found some more little tickets here, and I want to add those because they're small and they're a good way to connect up these larger pieces that I have. So, gonna do that. Ooh, you know what else I need to do this week? I'm gonna have to clean out that horse trailer. Horses make a huge mess when they travel because they don't like traveling. Turns out horses were not made to go into, you know, cars, trailers, and things. So they get a little nervous. You know, you can't really blame them. I have these little tags, but I don't think I want those little tags. I am going to cut out these. And I'm going to put that one there because there's already some glue there. I do that. I smush on it and I rub on it to get all that glue all over the place. I really like this Circus's art. I wonder if I have a hole punch. Hot dog. I did it. Now all I gotta do is just trim this little crescent moon off of here. I know. Well, at that point, yes, at that point I should have just cut it, but I wanted to try out my new toys that I haven't really used yet. Well, I guess I've used those, but I like to use my tools. I think it's fun. Oh yeah, we can put it upside down. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, that's a lot of Mod Podge. It's fine. Okay. So there's that. This is what we have so far. I know I covered up the C in Circus, but that's okay. You still know what that word is, don't you? If you speak English, you do. If you don't, it's going to be very confusing, and I apologize. All right, that's too big. I've already started putting small things on, so I really can't put very many. I don't have room really to put big things on here, but I think I'm think I'm gonna call it done. Because it's gonna get cut up. And, you know, if that's a tag, it's a tag. All right, I think I'm gonna leave this one like it is. I might go over it with clear gesso before I cut it, though. I'm not sure. But I'm out of Circus paraphernalia. Well, I guess I have that. I don't know what I could use. That's all very fussy to cut. I am not in a fussy cutting mood. Okay, that's it. We're done. Masterboard Monday over and out. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. If you don't, that's fine. You can move on. No need to hit that thumbs down. I don't really understand thumbs down, but whatever. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Leave me a comment. What do you think about Masterboard Monday? Do you want me to keep doing it? Do you think that it's silly? Is it helpful? Is it interesting? What do you think? Here we go. Don't forget to keep the circus going inside you. Super important. Have a good week, everybody.